As a mindset-based life coach, I understand the power of thinking. I also understand that there can be too much of a good thing. Case in point, overthinking can totally wreck your productivity. Hi, I'm Amy Shield. I'm a time management and productivity coach for small business owners and solopreneurs. And today I'm sharing with you 5 ways that overthinking can kill your productivity. When you overthink, it can feel like you're being responsible, safe, and intelligent, and even productive. But when thinking about a decision or issue stops being productive, thinking about it even more doesn't help you reach a solution. In any situation, it's important to consider the possible outcomes, understand them in the larger context of your goals, and think critically to arrive at a decision. Overthinking, though, is like mixing up 10 batches of batter to bake one batch of cookies. Excessive preparation doesn't equal better execution, and sometimes it delays execution altogether. I used to overthink so many decisions in my career and my personal life: what to pursue, where to live, how to decorate my house, what to eat for dinner, how to market my business. In truth, I still overthink sometimes. And by the way, it's a totally normal human thing to do. But once I learned how to stop overthinking and start taking action, I started making so much more progress, both in my business and in my personal life. That's why I wanted to share these 5 ways that overthinking kills your productivity. Overthinking feels productive, but it isn't. How do you tell the difference between productive critical thinking and overthinking? It's actually really simple. Productive critical thinking gets you closer to a decision, and overthinking takes you further away. Doing lots of thinking around a decision or a situation can feel really productive. It can feel like you're considering every angle and playing devil's advocate, being cautious, and ensuring that you're well informed. All of those things are important, but overthinking goes way beyond them. Overthinking often causes you to run through the same thoughts and scenarios over and over and over. It's often fear-based, bringing up scary what ifs that aren't really likely to happen. Critical, productive thinking helps you assess and eliminate options. Overthinking, on the other hand, involves the refusal to eliminate options, frequently out of fear of making what you think could be the wrong decision. Spending significant time and energy thinking about something without getting closer to a decision isn't productive. It might feel productive, but you're not actually getting anything done. Overthinking prevents you from making decisions and taking action. Sometimes overthinking is an unconscious defense mechanism against perceived risk. If you tell yourself that you're still deciding on something or you need a little bit more time to think about it, guess what you're actually doing there? You're letting yourself off the hook of having to make a decision. This can be a super frustrating double-edged sword. On one hand, you probably really want or really need to make a decision. On the other hand, maybe you're afraid you'll make the wrong decision. Your subconscious mind, which is really trying to keep you safe at the end of the day, not making a decision is a great way to avoid making the wrong decision. So your subconscious mind might end up pushing you to overthink, which feels productive and also delays making a decision. Sometimes overthinking can involve a belief that you need more of something before you feel confident making a decision. More certainty, more options, more thoughts, more insights, more preparation, more confidence. The problem there is that more becomes a moving goalpost. In the pursuit of overthinking what you need to get started or to feel good making a decision, you don't take action, and overthinking ends up hurting your productivity. Here's one of the biggest pitfalls of overthinking when it comes to productivity. Overthinking can cause you to spend tons of extra time and energy second guessing and doubting yourself. Have you ever decided about what to do in a situation and then you started second guessing yourself? What tends to happen there? Many people start overthinking their choice. They start doubting themselves. They overthink around all the things that could possibly go wrong if they choose that option. Then they overthink around all of the benefits that they could possibly miss out on if they fail to choose the other option. Sometimes self-doubting and second guessing can dissuade you from moving forward with the decision that you may have already made. And it'll leave you right back where you started with tons of options and no closer to a decision. And this way, overthinking keeps you stuck in indecision. Ultimately, at the end of the day, overthinking kills productivity by rousing doubt and suspicion around your choice. Overthinking frequently leads to overwhelm. Overthinking can make even simple decisions feel endlessly complicated. Because overthinking often leads you further away from a decision, it can easily lead to feeling overwhelmed. When you buy into the idea that there's always something else to consider or two opposing viewpoints that feel equally valid, it can be a lot for your brain to handle. Overwhelm is essentially when your brain looks at a field of data or a body of work that needs to be done, decides it's too much to handle, and shuts the situation down. In this way, overwhelm becomes another way that overthinking kills productivity. You think so much that you can't identify a solution, and your brain just packs up and goes home. You don't take action because you're feeling too overwhelmed to move forward. Overthinking creates the illusion that there's a right decision and keeps you searching for it. As I said earlier, overthinking is often a result of fear of making the wrong decision, fear of messing up or failing, fear of feeling embarrassed or disappointed. Your brain is trying to protect you from those negative emotions by telling you that if you just keep thinking about it, you'll gain clarity and safety by identifying the right decision. The brain loves certainty. The problem, though, is that certainty is almost never certain. Life and business are full of unknowns. Overthinking kills productivity because it causes you to keep mentally searching for certainty that almost never exists. Your mind keeps telling you that if you think about it just a little more, maybe you'll feel certain, but you never do. So, what does create certainty? The opposite of overthinking, which is taking action. When you take action, even if you're not sure it's the right decision, you move the situation along. You get to a point where you have certainty around the outcome of your decision because you took an action and you created a result. And guess what that is? Data, hard facts that you can be certain of. Whereas if you're still overthinking, that certainty would have never come. In this paradoxical way, it's action, not overthinking, that provides the brain with the certainty it so desperately wants. Overthinking can be tempting, and it's honestly pretty common. But while it might feel like you're doing something worthwhile, overthinking kills your productivity. To recap, here are 5 ways that overthinking can wreck your ability to get things done. Overthinking feels productive, but it isn't. Overthinking prevents you from making decisions and taking action. Overthinking causes you to waste time and energy on self-doubting and second-guessing. Overthinking frequently leads to overwhelm, and overthinking creates the illusion that there's a right decision and keeps you mentally searching for it. If you suspect that overthinking might be sapping your ability to get things done in your business, here's the good news. It's totally fixable and you don't have to do it alone. Hop on a call with me and let's talk about what's going on. I'll give you some concrete steps to help you start moving away from overthinking and also help you decide on your next steps. Thank you so much for checking out my video today. I'm Amy Shield, time management and productivity coach for small business owners and solopreneurs. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.